today on the Righteousness Radio. Oh, she's very new here. No, she's not new here. She's been here on the Righteousness Radio before. Exactly, from the righteousness from YahuSHA. From YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly. YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly. Yes, it's our sister from YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly, and she's here right now on the Righteousness Radio. That is our Sister Le Williams. Sister Le Williams. Yes, she's going to do the proper introduction. But let me let you know that today's program is a very special program. Yes, because it's going to take it goes to two-dimensional way. She's going to read a scriptures for us on the Righteousness Radio with a lot of things in it, because this is the time for the end time, and we have to know that the time of the day of atonement is near to us, and we have to get prepared. And she's going to read the book of Ezekile, that is the book of Yachazaqal to us on the Righteousness Radio and to everybody. After that, we are going to go to the second part for today's program. All what you have to do is that just start sharing this program to everybody. Start sharing, start calling everybody. Yes, let everyone know that something is about to happen on the Righteousness Radio. Yes, something is about to happen. And you have to start sharing to everybody. All praise to the Most High YaHuAH. All praise to the Most High YaHuAH. Yada YaHuAH, yada YaHuAH, yada YaHuAH.
Fill my heart with truth. Fill my eyes with love, and fill my joy with you. I'm desperate for you, and I'm desperate for you. You're all I desire. You're all I need. Overflow in me. You're all I desire. You're all I need. Overflow in me. Fill my weak with strength. Fill my weak with more Ancient of days, set apart is your name, and humbly I seek your face.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I
yes.
can hear you.
Yes, I'm coming. Let me just let me increase the volume of your sound. Yes, can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I can hear you.
yes, yada YaHuAH, yada YaHuAH, yada YaHuAH, yada YaHuAH. Yes, family. Our guest for today's program she's here with us. She's here with us on the Righteousness Radio from YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly. YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly. YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly. Yes, and she's here with. I told you today's program is in two parts, so you have to sit down and let's enjoy and start sharing today's program to everybody. Yes, I'm not going to introduce her. She's going to introduce herself to us. Our sister, she's going to introduce herself to us all over anywhere you can listen to her. Are you there, sister?
Yes.
Yes. You can introduce yourself to all our listeners. First of all, before we start going into today's program.
Yes. Shalom, dear family, all over the world. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sister Lay. and I live in the United States of America. I'm a part of YahuSHA is the Savior Assembly, the love of YaHuAH. And as an assembly, we are on the Righteousness Radio as well to proclaim the word of YaHuAH and his Torah. In the name of YahuSHA, HaMashiach, to the four corners of the earth. For the upcoming weeks, we will be reading the book of Yachazaqal, or Ezekiel, or Yachazaqal, and the book of Daniel, or Daniel, and the book of Gala, which is Revelation, or Hazon for other Sefer readers. And this is our end time prophecy series to all of our listeners out there all over. I'm so happy you guys can join us today and every Sunday at the same time to read scripture together. Yada YaHuAH.
Yada YaHuAH, Yada YaHuAH, Yada YaHuAH. All praise to YaHuAH, Yada YaHuAH. Yes, all praise to him. Family, you can hear that very well. You can hear that very well. She's going to be here on the Righteousness Radio because this is the time for the end time, and we have to start waking ourselves, and we have to start getting prepared. Yes, that I'm telling you, we have to start getting prepared on the on everything we are doing because there's no time again. There is no time again. There is no time again. And all what you have to do right now is that you have to start sharing this program to your friends, to your family, and to everybody. Start sharing right now. And let's go to today's program. Let's enjoy today's program together. Let's enjoy today's program together. After sharing, and you too, you have to. I told you today's program is in two parts. I'm telling you. So this is the first part, and you have to know that I'm not going to tell you what is going to happen in the second part, but because you have to listen to the end of today's program. So let's enjoy today's program together. Let's enjoy today's program together. Are you there, Sister Le?
Yes, brother.
Yes. You can start all over to you now. You can start now.
Okay, I'm going to start with Yachazaqal. Here we are. In my book, it's Yachazaqal. And should I start book 1?
Yes. You can start. Yes, you can start. But first, can you just give us little prayer before you start reading?
Oh, yes. Okay. In the mighty Psalm of YahuSHA HaMashiach. Seeking your mercy, YaHuAH, seeking your favor and your barakah upon us. We ask that you keep us shrouded this Yom so that we are able to keep the feast accordingly and keep them Kadesh to your liking. Kadesh, keep them set apart in your name, YaHuAH. And I ask that this Yom, YaHuAH, that you just send your Ruach this Yom to just touch listeners, for listeners to receive the Debar today, the word today, how we will give it according to your Ruach HaKodesh, YaHuAH. I ask that in these end times that you give us a more stronger discernment, allow us to be able to be more intimate in the Ruach with you, YaHuAH, to stand our ground, to keep the commands, to do exactly how you said in your word, that we must be innocent like a dove, but also as sly as a serpent. And that comes with quickening our Ruach of discernment, YaHuAH. So I ask that you give us more discernment as these end times go about, as we try to move apart in this world, but not be of this world. In the mighty Shalom of YahuSHA HaMashiach, these things I pray, so be it, and so it Hallelujah, YaHuAH. Remember YaHuAH. Are we able to start reading?
Yes, you can start now. Can you hear me? Yes,
gonna
you can
start
start.
now.
You can start now. Can you hear me? You can start now. You can continue.
Yes, I'm gonna start at 1. This is first Yachazaqal. Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Kevar, that the Shemaims were open, and I saw visions of Elohim in the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King YahuAH's captivity. The word of YaHuAH came expressly unto Yachazaqal, the priest, Laban, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Kasidma, by the river Kevar, and the hand of YaHuAH was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings and on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went everyone straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion, and on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. 2 wings of everyone were joined one to another, and 2 covered their bodies. And they went everyone straight forward, whither the Ruach was to go, and they went, and they turned not when they went. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning, and the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. Now as I behold the living creatures, behold one Ophan upon the earth, the arets, by the living creatures, with his 4 faces, the appearance of the Ophan Hanum, and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their work were as it were an Ophan in the middle of an Ophan. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them 4. And when the living creatures went, the Ophanhanim, went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the Eretz, from the earth, the Ophenhanim were lifted up. Whithersoever the Ruach was to go, they went. Thither was their Ruach to go, and the Ophenhanim were lifted up over against them, for the Ruach of the living creatures was in the Ophenhanim. When those went, these went, and when those stood, these stood, and when those were lifted up from the Eretz, the earth, the Ophenhanim were lifted up over against them, for the Ruach of the living creatures were in the Ophenhanim. And the likeness of the expanse upon the heads of the living creature was as the color of the terrible crystal stretched forth over their heads above, and under the expanse were their wings straight, the one toward the other. Everyone had two, which covered on this side, and everyone had two, which covered on that side, as their bodies. And when they went, I heard the noise of their wings, like the noise of great waters, as the voice of Al Shaddai, the voice of speech, as the noise of a host. When they stood, they let down their wings. And there was a voice from the expanse that was over their heads, when they stood and had let down their wings, and above the expanse that was over their heads was like the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of a sapphire stone, and upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above it, upon it, upon it. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward. I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about, as the appearance of a bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the esteem of YaHuAH. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spoke. Yachazaqal 2, first verse. And he said unto me, Ban of Adam, son of Adam, stand upon your feet, and I will speak unto you. And the Ruach entered into me, and when he spoke unto me, and set me upon my feet, and I heard him say that spoke unto me, and he said unto me, Ban of Adam, I send you to the Gamadim of Yasharal, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very yom, this very day. For they are impudent children, Gamadim, and stiff-hearted. I do send you unto them, and you shall say unto them, Thus says YahuAH, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, a rebellious bait, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them. And you, Ban of Adam, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with you, and you do well among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And you shall speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. For they are most rebellious. But you, Ban of Adam, hear what I say unto you. Be not rebellious like that rebellious house. Open your mouth and eat that I give you. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, A roll of a sefer was therein, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. Moreover, he said unto me, Ban of Adam, eat that you find, eat this roll, and go speak unto the bait of YaHuAH. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Ban of Adam, cause your belly to eat, and fill your bowels with this roll that I give you. That did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Ban of Adam, go get you unto the bait of YaHuAH, and speak with my words unto them, my debar unto them. For you are not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of YaHuAH, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words you cannot understand. Surely had I sent you to them, they would have hearkened unto you. But the bait of YaHuAH will not hearken unto you, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of YaHuAH are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made your face strong against their faces, and your forehead strong against their foreheads, as an adamant harder than flint. I have made your forehead fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Ban of Adam, all my words that I shall speak unto you, receive in your heart your leave, and hear with your ears, and go get you to them of the captivity unto the Galmadim, the children of your people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus says YahuAH, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Then the Ruach took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of a great rushing, saying, Baruch be the esteem of YaHuAH from this place. I heard also the noise of the wings of the living creatures that touched one another, and the noise of the Ophenhanim over against them, and the noise of a great rushing. So the Ruach lifted me up and took me away, and I went in bitterness in the heat of my Ruach. But the hand of YaHuAH was strong upon me. Then I came to them of the captivity at Tel Aviv, that dwelt by the river of Kevar. And I sat where they sat, and remained there, astonished among them 7 yoms, 7 days. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days, that the word, the debar of YaHuAH, would come unto me, saying, Ban of Adam, I have made you a watchman unto the bait of YaHuAH. Therefore, hear the debar at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, you shall surely die, and you give him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood, his dam, will I require at your hand. Yet, if you warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but you shall have delivered your soul. Again, when a righteous man turns from his righteousness and commits iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because you have not given him warning. He shall die in his transgression, and his righteousness, which he has done, shall not be remembered. But his dam, his blood, will I require at your hand. Nevertheless, if you warn the righteous man that the righteous crime, the righteous transgression, the righteous sin not, and he does not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned also. You have delivered your soul. And the hand of YaHuAH was there upon me, and he said unto me, Arise, go forth into the plain, and I will there talk with you. Then I arose and went forth into the plain, and behold, the esteem of YaHuAH stood there, as the esteem which I saw by the river of Kebar, and I fell on my face. Then the Ruach entered into me, and set me upon my feet, and spoke with me, and said unto me, Go shut yourself within your bait, your house. But you, O Ban of Adam, behold, they shall put bands upon you, and shall bind you with them, and you shall not go out among them. And I will make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth, that you shall be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with you, I will open your mouth, and you shall say unto them, Thus says YaHuAH, he that hears, let them hear, and he that forbears, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious bait, a rebellious house. Yachazaqal 4. You also, son of Adam, take you a tile, and lay it before you, and betray upon it the city, even Yerushalayim, and lay siege against it, and build a fort against it, and cast a mount against it. Set the camp also against it, and set battering rams against it round about. Moreover, take unto you an iron pan, and set it for a wall of iron between you and the city, and set your face against it, and it shall be besieged, and you shall lay siege against it. This shall be a sign to the house of YaHuAH. Lie you also upon your left side, and lay the iniquity of the house of YaHuAH upon it, according to the number of the yom, the days that you shall lie upon it. You shall bear the iniquity. For I have laid upon you the years of their iniquity, according to the number of the yom, the days, 390 days. So shall you bear the iniquity of the bait of YaHuAH. And when you have accomplished them, lie again on your side, your right side, and you shall bear the iniquity of the bait of Yehuda 40 days. And I have appointed you each yom for a year, each day for a year. Therefore you shall set your face toward the siege of Yerushalayim, and your arms shall be uncovered, and you shall prophesy against it. And behold, I will lay bands upon you, and you shall not turn from one side to another, till you have ended the yoms, the days of your siege. Take wheat also unto you, and barley, and beans, and lentils, and millet, and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make you bread thereof, according to the number of the days that you shall lie upon your side. 390 days shall you eat thereof. And your meat which you shall eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a yom. From time to time shall you eat it. You shall drink also water by measure, the sixth part of a hin. From time to time shall you drink. You shall eat it as barley cakes, and you shall bake it with dung that comes out of man in their sight. And YaHuAH said, Even thus shall the Gamdim of YaHuAH eat their defiled bread among the other nations, whither I will drive them. Then said I, YaHuAH, Eluah, behold, my soul has not been polluted. For from my youth up even till now have I not eaten of that which dies of itself. or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given you cow's dung for man's dung, and you shall prepare your bread therewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Ban of Adam, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight, and with care, and they shall drink water by measure, and with astonishment, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. Yachazaqal 5. And you, Ban of Adam, take you a sharp knife, take you a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon your head and upon your beard. Then take you balances to weigh, and divide the hair. You shall burn with the fire a third part in the midst of the city. When the days of the siege are fulfilled, and you shall take a third part and smite about it with a knife. And the third part you shall scatter in the wind, and I will draw out a sword after them. You shall also take thereof a few in number, and bind them in your skirts. Then take of them again, and cast them into the midst of the fire, and burn them in the fire, for thereof shall a fire come forth into all the bait of Yasharal. Thus says YahuAH. This is Jerusalem, and I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her. And she has changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have refused my judgments and my statutes. They have not walked in them. Therefore thus says YahuAH, because ye multiplied more than the nations that are round about you, and have not walked in my statutes, neither have kept my judgments, neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. Therefore thus says YahuAH, behold, I you, and will execute judgments in the midst of you, and in sight of the nations. And I will do in you as that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do as any more the like, because of all your abominations. Therefore the fathers shall eat the bonds in the midst of you, and the bonds the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgments in you, and the whole remnant of you will I scatter into all the winds. Wherefore as I live, says YahuAH, surely because you have defiled my sanctuary with all your detestable things, and with all your abominations, therefore will I also diminish you. Neither shall my eyes spare, neither will I have any pity. A third part of you will die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of you, and the third part shall fall by the sword round about you. And I will scatter a third part into the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus shall my anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted. And they shall know that I, YaHuAH, have spoken it in my zeal, when I have accomplished my fury in them. Moreover, I will make you waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about you, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, and instruction, and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about you, when I shall execute judgments in you in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, YaHuAH, have spoken it. when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave you, and pestilence and blood shall pass through you, and I will bring the sword upon you. I, YaHuAH, have spoken. The Debar of YaHuAH came unto me, saying, Bon of Adam, set your face toward the mountains of Yasharal, and prophesy against them, and say, ye mountains of Yasharal, hear the Debar of YahuAH. Thus says YahuAH to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, behold, I, even I, will bring a sword upon you, and I will destroy your high places, and your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken, and I will cast down your slain men before your idols, and I will lay the dead carcasses of the Galmadim of Yasharal before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altars. In all your dwelling places the cities shall be laid waste, and the high places shall be desolate, that your altars may be laid waste and made desolate, and your idols may be broken and cease, and your images may be cut down, and your works may be abolished. And the slain shall fall in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. Yet will I leave a remnant, that ye may have some that shall escape the sword among the nations, when ye shall be scattered through the countries. And they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whither they shall be carried captives, because I am broken with their whorish heart, which has departed from me, and with their eyes, which go a-whoring after their idols. And they shall loathe themselves for their evils, which they have committed in all their abominations. And they shall know that I am YaHuAH, and that I have not said in vain that I would do this evil unto them. Thus says YahuAH, smite with your hand, and stamp with your foot, and say, Alas, for all the evil abominations of the bait of Yasharal, for they shall fall by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. He that is far off shall die of the pestilence, and he that is near shall fall by the sword, and he that remains and is besieged shall die by the famine. Thus will I accomplish my fury upon them. Then shall ye know that I am YaHuAH, when their slain men shall be among their idols round about their altars, upon every high hill, in all the tops of the mountains, and under every under every green tree, and under every thick oak, the place where they did offer sweet savor to all their idols. So will I stretch out my hand upon them, and make the land desolate, yea, more desolate than the wilderness toward Divlat, Divlata, and all their habitations. And they shall know that I am YaHuAH. Yachazaqal 7. Moreover, the Debar of YaHuAH came unto me, saying, also, Bon of Adam, thus says Alua YaHuAH, unto the land of Yasharal, an end, the end is come, upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon you, and I will send my anger upon you, and will judge you according to your ways, and will recompense upon you as all your abominations. And my eye shall not spare you, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense your ways upon you, and your abominations shall be in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. Thus says YaHuAH. and evil and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come. The end is come. It watches for you. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto you. O you that dwell in the land, the time is come. The yom of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Pour out my fury upon you, and accomplish upon you, and I will judge you according to your ways, and will recompense you for all your abominations. And my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense you according to your ways and your abominations that are in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH that smites. Behold the yom, behold it is come. The morning is gone forth, the rod is blossomed, pride is budded. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the yom draws near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. They have blown the shofar, even to make all ready, but none goes to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. But they that escape from them shall escape and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the yom of the wrath of YaHuAH. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bellies, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. As for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty, but they made the images of their abominations and of their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them, and I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth of the Eretz for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place. For the robbers shall enter into it and defile it. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess it. They shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease their Kadesh places, shall be defiled. Destruction comes, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall come upon rumor. Then they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the Torah shall perish from the priests, and the counsels from the ancients. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, in the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am YaHuAH. And it came to pass in the 6th year, and in the 6th month, and in the 5th day of the month, as I sat in my bait in my house, and the elders of Yehuda sat before me, and the hand of YahuAH fell there upon me. Then I behold, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins, even downward, fire, and from his loins, even upward, as the appearance of brightness as the ember. And he put forth the form of a hand, and took me by a lock of my head, and the Ruach lifted me up between the earth and the Shemaims, and brought me in the visions of Elohim to Yerushalayim, to the Dalet of the inner gate, the door of the inner gate, the doorway, and that looked towards the north, and where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provokes to jealousy. And behold, the esteem of the Elohim of Yasharah was there. And according to the vision that I saw in the plain, then said he unto me, Ban of Adam, lift up your eyes now, the way toward the north. So I lifted up my eyes, and the way toward the north, and behold, northward at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry. He said furthermore unto me, Ban of Adam, see you what they do, even the great abominations that the bait of Yasharah commits here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary. But turn yet again, and you shall see greater abominations. And he brought me to the door of the court. And when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Then he said unto me, Ban of Adam, dig now in the wall. And when I had dug in the wall, behold, a door. And he said unto me, go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things, and abominable beasts, and all the idols of the bait of Yasharah, portrayed upon the wall round about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the baits of Yasharah, and in the midst of them stood Ya'az and Ya'azan Yahu, the Ban of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and the thick cloud of incense went up. Then said he unto me, Ban of Adam, have you seen what the ancients of the bait of Yasharal do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his imagery? For they say, YaHuAH sees us not. YaHuAH has forsaken the Eretz. He said also unto me, turn yet again, and you shall see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me to the door, the Dalet of the gate of YaHuAH's bait, which was toward the north, and behold, there sat a woman weeping for Tammuz. Then said he unto me, have you seen this? O Ban of Adam, turn yet again, and you shall see greater abomination than these. And he brought me into the inner court of YaHuAH's bait, and behold, at the door, at the temple of YaHuAH, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of YaHuAH, and their faces toward the east, and they worshiped the Kuf, the sun, toward the east. when he said unto me, have you seen this, O Ban of Adam? Is it a light thing to the house of YaHuAH, that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore will I also deal in fury. My eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lies toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, and with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the esteem of the Elohim of YaHuAH was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And YaHuAH said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Yerushalayim, and set a tav upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after, and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the tav, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And he said unto them, defile the house, and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, and I was left, that I fell upon my face and cried, and said, ah, YaHuAH, Eloah, will you destroy as all the remnant of YaHuAH in your pouring out of your fury upon Yerushalayim? Then said he unto me, the iniquity of the bait of YaHuAH and YaHuAH is exceeding great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness. For they say, YaHuAH has forsaken the Eretz, and YaHuAH sees not. And as for me also, my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their head. And behold, the man clothed with linen, which had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have done as you've commanded me. And then I looked, and behold, in the expanse that was above the head of the cherubim, there appeared over them, as it were a sapphire stone, as the appearance of the likeness of a throne. And he spoke unto the man clothed with linen, and said, go in between the wheels, even under the cherubim, charlatan, even under the cherubim, and fill your hand with coals of fire from between the cherubim, and scatter them over the city, and he went in my sight. Now the cherubim stood with the right side of the house. When the man went in, and the cloud filled the inner court, then the esteem of YaHuAH went up from the cherub, and stood over the threshold of the house. And the house was filled with the cloud, and the court was full of the brightness of YaHuAH's esteem, and the sound of the cherubim's wings was heard even to the outer court, as the voice of Al Shaddai when he speaks. And it came to pass that when he had commanded the man clothed with linen, saying, take fire from between the wheels, from between the cherubim, then he went in and stood beside the Ophanim. And one cherub stretched forth his hand from between the cherubim unto the fire that was between the cherubim, and took thereof, and put it into the hands of him that was clothed with linen, who took it and went out. And there appeared in the cherubim the form of a man's hand under their wings. And when I looked, behold, the four Ophanim, and by the cherubim, one Ophim by one cherub, and another Ophim by another cherub. And the appearance of the Ophanim was the color of a beryl stone. As for their appearances, they four had one likeness, as if an Ophim had been in the midst of an Ophim. When they went upon their four sides. They turned not as they went, but to the place whither the head looked, they followed it. They turned not as they went, and their whole body, and their backs, and their hands, and their wings, and the Ophanim were full of eyes round about, even the Ophanim that they four had. As for the Ophanim, it was cried unto them in my hearing, a wheel, and everyone had four faces. And the first face was the face of a cherub, and the second face was the face of a man, and the third the face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. And the cherubim were lifted up. This is the living creature that I saw by the river of Kevar. And when the cherubim went, the Ophanim went by them. And when the cherubim lifted up their wings to mount up from the arets, the same Ophanim also turned not from beside them. When they stood, these stood, and when they were lifted up, these lifted up themselves also, for the Ruach of the living creature was in them. Then the esteem of YaHuAH departed from the threshold of the bait, and stood over the cherubim, and the cherubim lifted up their wings, and mounted up from the arets in my sight. When they went out, the Ophanim also were beside them, and everyone stood at the door at the east gate of YaHuAH's bait, and the esteem of the Elohim of Yasharah was over them above. This is the living creature that I saw under the Elohim of Yasharah by the river of Kivar, and I knew that they were the cherubim. Everyone had four faces apiece, and everyone four wings, and the likeness of the hands of a man was under their wings, and the likeness of their faces were the same faces which I saw by the river of Kevar. Their appearances had, and themselves, they went everyone straight forward. Moreover, the Ruach lifted me up and brought me unto the east gate of YaHuAH's bait, which looks eastward. And behold, At the dalet of the gate, 25 men, among whom I saw Ya Ya'azan Yahu, whom I saw Ya'azan Yahu, the Ban of Azor, and Pelet Yahu, and the Ban of Yahu, princes of the people. Then said he unto me, Ban of Adam, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city, which say, it is not near, let us build houses. This city is the cauldron, and we be the flesh. Therefore prophesy against them, prophesy, O Ban of Adam. And the Ruach of YaHuAH fell upon me, and said unto me, speak. Thus says YaHuAH, thus have ye said, O bait of Yasharah, for I know the things that come into your mind, every one of them. Ye have multiplied your slain in this city, and ye have filled the streets thereof with the slain. Therefore thus says YahuAH, your slain, whom ye have laid in the midst of it. They are the flesh, and this city is the cauldron. But I will bring you forth out of the midst of it. Ye have feared the sword, and I will bring a sword upon you, says YahuAH. And I will bring you out of the midst thereof, and deliver you into the hands of strangers, and will execute judgments among you. You shall fall by the sword. I will judge you in the border of Yasharah, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. This city shall not be your cauldron, neither shall ye be the flesh in the midst thereof, but I will judge you in the border of Yasharah, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. For ye have not walked in my statutes, neither executed my judgments, but have done after the manners of the heathen that are round about you. And it came to pass, when I prophesied, that Pelet Yahu, the Ban of Yahu, died. Then fell I down upon my face, and cried with a loud voice, and said, Ah, YahuAH, will you make a full end of the remnant of Yasharah? Again, the bar of YaHuAH came unto me, saying, Ban of Adam, your brethren, even your brethren, the men of your kindred, and all the bait of Yasharah, holy are they unto whom the inhabitants of Yerushalayim have said, get you far from YaHuAH, unto us is this land given in possession. Therefore, say thus says YahuAH, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Therefore, say thus says YahuAH, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Yasharah. And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one leave, one heart, and I will put a new ruach within you, and I will take the stony leave out of their flesh, and give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes, and guard my ordinances, and do them. And they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. But as for them whose leave walks after their heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, says YahuAH. Then did the cherubim lift up their wings, and the Ophanim beside them, and the esteem of the Elohim of Yasharah was over them above. And the esteem of YaHuAH went up from the midst of the city, and stood up upon the mountain, which is on the east side of the city. Afterwards the Ruach took me up and brought me in a vision by the Ruach of Elohim into Kasdimah, to them of the captivity. So the vision that I had seen went up from me. Then I spoke unto them of the captivity at all the things that YaHuAH had showed me. Yachazaqal 12. The Debar of YaHuAH also came unto me, saying, Ban of Adam, you dwell in the midst of a rebellious house, a rebellious bait, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, Ban of Adam, prepare your stuff for removing, and remove by yom, by day in their sight, and you shall remove from your place to another place in their sight. It may be they will consider, though they be a rebellious house. Then shall you bring forth your stuff by yom in their sight, as stuff for removing, and you shall go forth at evening in their sight, as they go forth into captivity. Dig you through the wall in their sight, and carry out thereby. In their sight shall you bear it upon your shoulders, and carry it forth in the twilight. You shall cover your face, that you see not the ground, for I have set you for a sign unto the bait of Yasharah. And I did so as I was commanded. I brought forth my stuff by yom, as stuff for captivity, and in the evening I dug through the wall with my hand. I brought it forth in the twilight, and I bore it upon my shoulder in their sight. And in the morning came the word of YaHuAH unto me, saying, Ban of Adam, has not the bait of Yasharah, the rebellious bait, said unto you, what do you? Say unto them, thus says YaHuAH Allah, this burden concerns the prince of Yerushalayim, and all the house of Yasharah that are among them. Say, I am your sign, like as I have done, so shall it be done unto them. They shall remove and go into captivity, and the prince that is among them shall bear upon his shoulder in the twilight, and shall go forth. They shall dig through the wall to carry out thereby. He shall cover his face, that he sees not the ground with his eyes. My net also will I spread upon him, and he shall be taken in my snare, and I will bring him to Babel. To the land of Kasdimah, to the land of Kasdimah, yet shall he not see it, though he shall die there. And I will scatter toward every wind all that are about him to help him, and all his bands, and I will draw out of the sword after them. And they shall know that I am YaHuAH, when I shall scatter them among the nations, and disperse them in the countries. But I will leave a few men of them from the sword, and from the famine, and from the pestilence, that they may declare all their abominations among the heathen, whether they come, and they shall know that I am YaHuAH. Moreover, the Debar of YaHuAH came to me, saying, Ban of Adam, eat your bread with quaking, and drink your water with trembling, and with carefulness, and say it unto the people of the land, thus says YaHuAH Allah, of the inhabitants of Yerushalayim, and of the land of Yasharah. They shall eat their bread with carefulness, and drink their water with astonishment, that her land may be desolate from all that is therein. because of the violence of all of them that dwell therein. And the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste, and the land shall be desolate, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. And the debar of YaHuAH came unto me, saying, Ban of Adam, what is the proverb? What is that Mishaleh that ye have in the land of Yasharah, saying that the yoms are prolonged, and every vision fails? Tell them therefore, thus says YahuAH, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no longer use it as a Mishaleh in Yasharah. But say unto them, the yoms are at hand, and the effect of every vision, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the bait of Yasharah. For I am YaHuAH, and I will speak, and the debar that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your yoms, O rebellious house, will I say the debar, and will perform it, says YahuAH. Again the debar of YaHuAH came to me, saying, Ban of Adam, behold, they of the bait of Yasharah say the vision that he sees is for many yoms to come, and he prophesies of the times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus says YahuAH, therefore shall none of my debar, my words, be prolonged any more, but the debar which I have spoken, the word which I have spoken, shall be done, says YahuAH. Yachazaqal 13. Thus YahuAH, woe unto the false prophets that follow their own ruach and have seen nothing. O Yasharah, your prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the bait of Yasharah to stand in the battle in the yom of YaHuAH. They have seen vanity and lying divination, saying YaHuAH says, and YaHuAH has not sent them. And they have made others to hope that they would confirm the debar. Have ye not seen a vain vision? And have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, YaHuAH says it, albeit I have not spoken. Therefore, thus says YahuAH, because ye have spoken vanity and seen lies. Therefore, behold, I am against you, says YahuAH. And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the bait of Yasharah, neither shall they enter into the land of Yasharah. And ye shall know that I am YaHuAH Elohim, because they have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace. And one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed it with untempered mortar. Say unto them which daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and the stormy wind shall rend it. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the daubing, wherewith ye have daubed it? Therefore thus says YahuAH, I will even rend it, and a stormy wind in my fury, and there shall be an overflowing shower in my anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. So will I break down the wall that ye have daubed with untempered mortar, and bring down to the ground, so that the foundation thereof shall be discovered. And it shall fall, and ye shall be consumed in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. Thus will I accomplish my wrath upon the wall, and upon them that have daubed it with untempered mortar, and will say unto you, the wall is no more, neither they that daubed it, to wit the prophets of YaHuAH, which prophesy concerning Yerushalayim, and which see visions of peace for her, and there is no peace, says YahuAH. Likewise, Bon of Adam, set your face against the daughters of your people, which prophesy out of their own heart, and prophesy against them, and say, thus says YahuAH, woe to the women that sew pillows to all armholes, and make kerchiefs upon the head of every stature, to hunt souls. Will ye hunt the souls of my people? Will ye save the souls alive that come unto you? And will ye pollute me among my people for handfuls of barley, and for pieces of bread, to slay the souls that should not die, to save the souls alive that should not live, by your lying to my people that hear your lies? Wherefore thus says YahuAH, behold, I am against your pillows, wherewith ye there hunt the souls to make them fly, and I will tear them from your arms, and will let the souls go, even the souls that ye hunt to make them fly. Your veils also will I tear, and deliver my people out of your hand, and they shall be no more in your hand to be hunted. And ye shall know that I am YaHuAH, because with lies ye have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad, and strengthened the hands of the wicked, that he should not return from his wicked way, by promising him high life. Therefore ye shall see no more vanity, nor divine divinations, for I will deliver my people out of your hand, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. And this is 14. Then came certain of the elders of YaHuAH unto me, and sat before me, and the bar of YaHuAH came unto me. Bon of Adam, these men have set up their idols in their heart and their leave, and put their stumbling block of their iniquity before their face. Should I be inquired of all? Should I be inquired of at all by them? Therefore speak unto them, and say unto them, thus says YahuAH, every man of the bait of YaHuAH that sets up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and comes to the prophet, I, YaHuAH, will answer him, that comes according to the multitude of his idols, that I may take the house of YaHuAH in their own heart, because they are estranged from me through their idols. Therefore say unto the bait of YaHuAH, thus says YahuAH, repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations. For every one of your house, for every one of the house of YaHuAH, of the stranger that sojourns in YaHuAH, which separates himself from me, and sets up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and comes to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I, YaHuAH, will answer him by myself, and I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign, and a proverb, a mishaleh, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know that I am YaHuAH. And if the prophet be deceived, when he has spoken a thing, I, YaHuAH, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people, YaHuAH. And they shall hear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeks unto him, that the bait of YaHuAH may go no more astray from me, neither be polluted any more with all their transgressions, but that they may be my people, and I may be their Elohim, says YahuAH. The debar of YaHuAH came again, to me, saying, Ban of Adam, when the land transgresses against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noach, Daniel, and Lo, or Job, Leo, were in it, they should deliver, but their own souls by their righteousness, says YahuAH. If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through it because of the beasts. Though these three men were in it, as I live, says YahuAH, they shall deliver neither bonds nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. Or if I bring a sword upon that land, and say, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men were in it, as I live, says YahuAH, they shall deliver bonds nor daughters, be delivered themselves land, and pour out my fury upon it in blood and dam, to cut off from the man and beast. Though Noach, Daniel, and Leo were in it, as I live, says YahuAH, they shall deliver neither bond nor daughter, they shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. For thus says YahuAH, how much more when I send my four sore judgments upon Yerushalayim, the sword, and the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth, both bonds and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Yerushalayim, even concerning all that I have brought upon it. And they shall comfort you, when ye see their ways and their doings, and ye shall know that I have done without cause as all that I have done in it, says YahuAH. And I think I'm gonna get into Daniel, the book of Daniel.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. You know, the time is gone already, so just know that where you start, you will continue with the book of Daniel next week Sunday.
Next week?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, next week.
Okay, great.
Yeah, next week
Okay,
Sunday.
I thought I was gonna keep reading until I was gonna jump to Daniel just then.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know. Yes, that is good. I love that inspiration. Yes, because the way you read from the Ruach, not just reading, and that is very good. That is very good. You know, on Sunday you will continue. You continue the continuation from the book of Daniel. Yes, from the book of Daniel, because we have to move to the chapter, because today's program is being into two parts. We have to move to the second part. Thank you, sister. thank you. We really appreciate your moment on the Righteousness Radio. And we pray may YaHuAH strengthen your knowledge and understanding so that you can keep doing His will. And you must not give up doing His will as well. Because if YaHuAH give you the talent, give you the opportunity to do it, we have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it with everything you have. Everything you have to give to it. You have to give to YaHuAH. All praise to the Most High, all praise to YaHuAH. Thank you. Yada YaHuAH. Baruch YaHuAH, Yada YaHuAH.
Place where I meet you face to face. There's no place I'd rather be than to worship at your feet. Elohim. Oh, lead me to that secret place where I meet you face to face. Just you and me, Father.
Yes, I want us to know that today's program is a very special program. Today's program is a very special program. Very special program for everyone. And I love the way our sister keep reading. Yes, she keep reading from not just she's not just reading, but she's reading from the YaHuAH. Yes. She's reading from the YaHuAH of YaHuAH. She's reading from the YaHuAH. And all praise to the Most High. Yes. And we are moving to the second part for today, for today's program. We are moving to the second part, Yes. And I want everybody and everyone to listen, because she read all the book of Ezekile. And I will just make a little explanation, and it let me just say, like, most key point and what everything really means.
Day of the wave sheaf, Yom Kareem. A day to remember how the Son of Man came and ascended to heaven as the first fruits offering. Once dead and buried, 3 nights and days.
Let me tell you something. If you listen to the Righteousness Radio today, you don't need to go back and start reading it again. Yes, you can still go back and read it, but if
Fulfilling prophecy, just as the word says, he could not ascend until the high.
But it's not must for you to go back and start reading again. I just want to make some key points, remove some key points from the scriptures, from the book of Ezekile. Ezekile, our sister, she read for us today on the Righteousness Radio. The first chapter of the book of Ezekile is a very powerful chapter of a vision of YaHuAH thrones. Yes, of a vision of YaHuAH thrones move. It is not the chapter let us to know that the kingdom, the throne of YaHuAH, the kingdom of YaHuAH has no limit.
Just as the word says, now the Son of Man sits.
The glory of YaHuAH has no limit. Yes, has no limit. That is what the vision actually says about the chapter 1. The kingdom of YaHuAH is above anything. Yes, it's above everything. The kingdom of YaHuAH is above everything. It's above everything that we are seeing out there. The chapter 1 let us to know that the ruling, the kingdom, is throne has no limit, and the hand of YaHuAH is power. Yes, and I want you to know that nothing YaHuAH is not capable of. Nothing YaHuAH is not capable of. He can do everything. Yes, that is the book. That is what the book of Yachazaqal, the book of Ezekile says. The first chapter to 3 shows how powerful and how the kingdom of YaHuAH really looks like. Yes, how it really looks like. And the second chapter actually talks about the core of Ezekile, and he let us to know that the core of YaHuAH, when YaHuAH calls someone, don't mean that you have to give up on anything. Yes, because YaHuAH call Ezekile to speak whether they listen or not. YaHuAH sent him to talk to the people with courage, with authority. Whether they listen or not, you have to talk to them. Yes, that is what the second chapter, actually, that is what we can put it. The second chapter, how YaHuAH called Ezekile to speak to the people with courage, whether they listen or not. Yes, and YaHuAH wants us to talk to people whether they listen or not. It doesn't matter. That is what I'm saying from the beginning, that talking to people, sharing the word of YaHuAH to people doesn't mean that you have to let them, you have to force them to accept it instantly. Yes, because YaHuAH doesn't send Ezekile to people to force them, but to speak to them whether they listen or not. If they like, they listen or not. Yes, but we have to keep saying it. We have to keep talking to them. Yes, that is what the second chapter actually says. And the third chapter of the book of Ezekile talk about the spiritual watchman. And he let us to know that both if you are a teacher, prophet, leader, or anything, not just that alone, if you find out about the name of YaHuAH and the kingdom of YaHuAH first, if you are the one that found out about the true name of YaHuAH first, and you found out about his kingdom first, you have to be a watchman. Once you find out firstly, among all the people, that means that YaHuAH choose you as a watchman. No, let me tell you something. Yes, YaHuAH can, sometimes we have the dream that yes, YaHuAH choose me, YaHuAH call me, yes, but sometimes YaHuAH choose us because of what? Because you know the truth, you found out about him first. When you found out about him, found out about YaHuAH first, that means that YaHuAH wants you to know about him first. There's a lot of people there. Yes. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people. But YaHuAH choose you to know about his word, to know about his kingdom first. That is an opportunity. And once you have the opportunity, that means that you have become a watchman. No, I'm telling you that go and read the book of Ezekile chapter 3 very, very well. It talks about the spiritual watchman. You have become a watchman. And what the book of Ezekile says is that, and once you become the watchman, you are accountable for one and another faithfully. You are accountable. Once you become a watchman, once you become a watchman, you have become the leader. Not by prophet, not by, even if you don't know how to teach, you don't know how to prophesy, that doesn't mean that you are not a watchman. But once you become the leader, you find out the truth, and you are a watchman watching other people to warn them. But if you fail to talk to them, if you fail to warn them, you are going to be responsible for it. I'm not saying this from, no, go to the chapter 3, go to the book of Ezekile chapter 3 and read it carefully. Go there and read it carefully. Go there and read it carefully. Yes, you are going to know that you are going to be responsible possible once you find out first and you have become a watchman and you can't keep eye. You can't keep eye, you can't stand and watch for other people that they haven't found out about him. But you neglect you neglect your, how can I put it? You neglect your work for YaHuAH. You neglect it because of what? You think, I'm talking to them, they don't listen. I'm not going to say anything again. And yes, you don't have to say anything again. And you neglect it. Let me tell you something. If anything happens to them tomorrow and they find out that you really actually love and you leave them alone because they don't listen to you for a moment, you are going to be accountable for it. I'm telling you. The book of Ezekile chapter 3, that it talks about the spiritual watchman. The spiritual watchman. And the book of Ezekile chapter 4 and 5 talks about YaHuAH, the gift of YaHuAH. That is why when the scripture says that Ezekiel eat, that means that he actually digests the word of YaHuAH. Knowing the word of YaHuAH, studying, finding out the truth, making use of it. Making use of it. That means that you have eaten the fried bread. Yes, you have digested and understand him very well, understand his kingdom. Yes, because sometimes YaHuAH use dramatic signs, use a different type of signs, different type of things to wake us up, to tell us the truth, to show us the way. That is why I'm telling you, whether you are a prophet, you are a prophet, you are a teacher, even if you don't know how to teach, you can prophesy, you don't know anything, that doesn't mean that you are not a watchman. Because once you find out the truth first, that means that you are a watchman. Watching other people, and so that you can give them, you can let them know when the enemy is near. Yes, that is what the chapter 4 and 5, you can go there and read it. Yes, and when it comes to chapter 6 and 7, talks about the judgment of YaHuAH. Oh, no. That is the most interesting part I love most. I'm just cutting everything short by short. That talks about the judgment, the announcement of the judgment of YaHuAH. Yes, idol will be destroyed. I'm telling you, people that reject him and follow other gods will be destroyed. Everybody, no. Go and read it. The chapter, Ezekiel chapter 6 and 7. It talks about the disaster. I'm telling you, if someone tell you that when YahuSHA is coming, we are going to go enjoy and happiness and start dancing. Let me tell you something. That is not the way. He talks about when YahuSHA is coming, once the trumpet is blown, once the shofar is blown, destruction will come. Destruction. I'm telling you. No. Disaster, that is to let you know that disaster is near and you have to get ready. That is what we are talking about, the end time. The end time is near. Are you ready? Go back to the book of Ezekiel and read it very well. Chapter 6 and 7. Idol will be destroyed. Everybody, all this religion that they told you that they are the real way and a lot of people rush to it will be destroyed with the kingdom of Ashitan. Let me just put it short. All the kingdom of Ashitan, all the kingdom of Ashitan, all the darkness kingdom will be destroyed and the light will take over. That is the kingdom of our Most High YaHuAH. The truth will come out. Yes, and a lot of things that will lead to destruction on that day is sin. Sin always leads to destruction. Yes, and adultery leaves people empty. Yes, adultery. think that nothing is nothing is nothing. Go back and check yourself. Go back and check yourself. Adultery leaves people empty. Sin always leads to destruction. Sin always leads to destruction. Yes, I'm not going to take our time because I just want to make sure of those topics very fast. Yes, and when it comes to chapter 8 and 11, yeah, that is where the departure of YaHuAH's glory. Yes, and all the secrets of people that they have been lying. I'm telling you, people that they show themselves outside like a true worshiper of YaHuAH, but inside they are idol worshippers. They worship other Elohim under them. It's secret and think that YaHuAH can see it. YaHuAH can see anything. Yes, YaHuAH can see it. But I want you to know that time everything will be revealed. That is what. Go and read the chapter 8. Yes. Secret idol worship in YaHuAH house. Yes. The abomination that people are doing in the house of YaHuAH is secretly. Not in the house of YaHuAH, but what people are doing secretly, the sin that they hide from the face of YaHuAH will be revealed. Except we go out of it. There is nothing like secret. I used to tell you. I used to say it every time. There is nothing like secret in the kingdom. No. Everything you think that is secret, yes, it's secret to me. You hide it from woman, but you can never hide it from the Most High YaHuAH. That is what you have to know. You can never hide it from the Most High YaHuAH. These are not hiding. No. The adultery or the abomination things we are doing, everyone is doing in secret way. It's not secret. It's not hiding. Everything is clear in front of the Most High YaHuAH. Everything is clear in front of the Most High YaHuAH. Everything is clear in front of the Most High YaHuAH. And you have to know that. You have to know that. You have to know that. Yes. You have to know that. You have to know that. Yes. And the chapter 9, the chapter 9 of the book of Ezekile, actually we can put it in the judgment and the separation. The judgment and the separation. That is the day that the righteous people will be separate from other people, from the world. The righteous people will be separated. The righteous people will be separated from the world. The righteous people. Are you going to be? Am I going to be among the separation of the separate people for the righteous of YaHuAH? Because the book of Ezekile chapter 9 actually talks about the judgment and the separation. Mark on the righteous ones or the righteous. Yes. YaHuAH is going to separate his people before the destruction. It's only I used to say it, yes. No matter how big the destruction is, no matter how big the destruction is, once you follow YaHuAH, you believe in him, you serve him. Only the people that serve YaHuAH truly. No. I'm telling you this. No, I'm telling you this. Only the people that serve YaHuAH truly, yes, not just serve YaHuAH, but that serve YaHuAH truly, in full way, in full part. It is only those people, only that people will be separated. Yes, YaHuAH will mark them separate, and the destruction will never take them away. I'm telling you. No, because YaHuAH knows the people who belongs to him. YaHuAH knows the people. YaHuAH knows his people. YaHuAH knows his children that belongs to him. That is what you have to know. That is what you have to know. That is what you have to know. Yes. YaHuAH knows his people. YaHuAH knows his children. And when it comes to chapter 10 and 11, just to make everything very fast. Yes, we don't have time again on the Righteousness Radio. But family, just listen. Let's finish this very fast. Yeah. Yeah, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 10 and 11, actually, we can just put it as the dispatcher of glory of YaHuAH. Dispatcher of glory of YaHuAH. Dispatcher of glory of YaHuAH. The glory of YaHuAH will leave the people of sin. Will leave the people of destruction. YaHuAH will depart. That is when we are going to know who serve YaHuAH, who belongs to him. Because that time the cloud is going to move from one place to another, from one place to another, and the eyes of everybody will be reviewed. Everything we do will be reviewed in the presence of YaHuAH. I'm telling you, yes, let's move over. The chapter 12, let me just, chapter 12 to 24. Chapter 12 to 24 of the book of Ezekiel talks about the judgment against Jerusalem. But when we are talking about the Jerusalem, the judgment against the Jerusalem means that the judgment against the evildoer. The judgment against the evildoer. The judgment against the evildoer. Yes, the judgment is going to come to them and the false prophet. Now I'm telling you, the false prophet that deceive people. Those pastors, they drive private jet, they own their own estate, they lead people to destruction. That day, the judgment is going to come to them, to the false prophet. Yes. And the Jerusalem leader will feel, not just Jerusalem, all the evil leaders that we have all over the whole world, that they think that nothing can change us. Nothing is going to happen. That time, they will flew away. But they can never run away from YaHuAH. I'm telling you. No, they can never run away from him. They can never run away from YaHuAH. They can never run away from YaHuAH. Yes, they will never run away from YaHuAH. And the chapter 15 to 17, the chapter 15 to 17 is to the same thing. The judgment is certain for everybody. Yes. And everybody, exactly the chapter 18, everybody with their accountability. Everybody with their accountability, every soul with their sin. Yes, every soul with their sin, every soul that sin shall die. Every soul that sin will die. That day, everybody that sin will die, will go away, will vanish with the destruction. Yes, I'm telling you, every soul, every people that sin will vanish away, that do something bad. All the false prophets, people that lie against YaHuAH, and that YaHuAH says this, and they do so. Everybody that walk in a wrong path, we actually fall. We actually fall to the destruction and vanish with it. I'm telling you, yes. And let's go to chapter 25. Yes, the chapter 25 to 32 actually talks about the judgment on all the nations. Yes, judgment on the nations. Judgment on the nations. Everybody will be judged. The king, all these leaders, president, all these big people, powerful people will be judged. everybody will be judged. Everybody will be judged. Everybody will be judged. Yes. Oh, we still have a long way to go. But yes, I'm coming. Let's just keep it short. Let's just keep it short. Yes. Everybody, the judgment of the nation. That is, you can read from chapter 25 to 32. Yes, talks about the judgment against all nations. Against our nation. And the chapter from 33 to 39, let's just say from 33 to 39, is restoration and hope. I'm telling you, that is the most interesting part about the restoration and hope for the remaining people, for the people that stay with YaHuAH. For the people that stay with Him. Restoration and hope. Yes. But still, we have to know that YaHuAH can judge anybody. Yes. Restoration and hope. Chapter 33 to 39. Restoration and hope. All the false prophets will be gone. And YaHuAH will replace them with another, with new people. With new people. Yeah, YaHuAH will restore the land and the people. YaHuAH will restore everything and renew it. Not just to restore, YaHuAH will transform His people inwardly, not just outwardly. No, YaHuAH will transform everybody, transform everything, both spiritually and physically. Yes. And the kingdom of YaHuAH will take control and everybody will be reunited. Yes. And YaHuAH will fight for everybody. And our final battle will be fought for us by YaHuAH Himself. Because no power can overcome the plan of YaHuAH. No power can overcome the power of YaHuAH. No power can overcome the power of YaHuAH. Yes, and the chapter 40 to 48, that is the last chapter, 40 to 48. That is the vision of the new temple of YaHuAH glory return. Yes, the vision of of the new temple and YaHuAH glory return. The vision of the new temple and YaHuAH glory return. That is the vision to restore all the assembly, all the group of people that stand with YaHuAH. And YaHuAH will return His work to His people and baruch everybody after that day. But just to keep it short, let me tell you something. YaHuAH will do a lot of things after that day, but only the people, that is what I want you to put in your mind, is that only the people that stand with YaHuAH, only the people that stand with Him, that obey Him, will actually see that day. Only the people that stand with Him will actually fulfill, or will actually get all the promise that YaHuAH promised His people. Are you one of them? Am I one of them? Am I one of them? Are we one of them? That is the question I want you to ask. Because there is nothing like small. I don't sin too much. I sin small, just small sin. There is nothing like that. And we don't know the time. The time is coming. The end time is coming. The end time is coming. I'm telling you. No, the end time is coming. Oh, no. I'm telling you. It's time for us to wake up and take away, not just to wake up, but take away from all our wrongdoing. Take away from all our wrongdoing. It's time for us to wake up, because this is the generation. This is the final time for everybody to wake up.
The quaking, nations are shaking, oceans are roaring.
I'm using this moment to say shalom to everybody that have the privilege to listen to us on the Righteousness Radio. And we are going for today. And all praise and thanks to our sister Le Williams. Yes, I'm very happy. She read perfectly. And I'm very happy that we can finish the summarize. We can summarize today's reading fast. Yes, we can summarize it with the power of YaHuAH. All praise to the Most High. All praise to YaHuAH. Yes, all praise to YaHuAH. I used to say something to all our listeners that this is the reason why you have to always listen to the Righteousness Radio. Yes, you have to always listen to the Righteousness Radio. Until next week, Wednesday, we are not going to have program here. Tomorrow or Monday on the Righteousness Radio, we have to do something. Yes, till next week, Wednesday, by the grace of YaHuAH, our Creator, the Most High, we are going to be here on Wednesday on the Righteousness Radio. All what you have to do is that keep listening to the Righteousness Radio and join our YouTube channel on YaHuAH is the Righteousness TV. On YaHuAH is the Righteousness TV. Thanks to all our listeners. Thanks to everybody that share the Righteousness Radio. See you on Wednesday. Do you remember there is no time again? Always remember there is no time again. The time you have is right now. Right now. For you to correct all your wrongdoing is right now. Do that now before it's too late. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
No one is repenting.